longer wearing a collared shirt. All right. Take care of just a few things. You guys know how it is. What's going on, Willa? Willa says, hope you're good. And I got some big news about Rusty. What's the big news? Good news, right?
Guys, I just found an amazing.
Sorry, there we go. Got an ad up. Let's see. Sniper says, evening, Eric. Evening, Sniper. How are you? How was your day? Will says, yes, Eric, for once it's good news. Hey, Selena. Selena, how are you? Nice to see you, my friend. Don't think you're ready for this. I wasn't. I'm always ready for good news. Let's hear it, my friend. Hey, Selena, speaking of good news, I got news that you will enjoy as much as I did. Selena sent us some love to Willow. Memphis is good. I came across I Ching and was wondering if you had heard of the text. Yeah, you mentioned that. I told you I have. I actually believe I have a copy of the text back on my shelf somewhere. However, I am not. I'm not a student, meaning I have it. I know I've skimmed through it. I probably quoted from it, but I haven't studied it at all. You gonna dive in? Say Selena the Celestial. So we're waiting for good news from Willow, and then I'm going to share some. Oh, there it is. Selena says I was scared, and I'm going to share my big news. But let's hear Willow's first, and then I'll share mine with you, Selena. Everyone else has already heard it. She started to walk, her back legs, she moved. Yes, she only got 2 steps, but that's a big improvement. She got 2 steps to sit back down. She kept trying. That is an awesome sign. I can't believe it. I can't believe it, says Willow. Awesome. 2 steps is huge. When you've taken none, when your back legs haven't worked, and you've taken 2, indeed, big news. Hey, Sissy, Soul Stars is here. It says, so Willow, Sniper, Selena, and Yogi. So Selena, you and I have an affinity for my neighborhood beaver. You used to always think, it's so awesome having a beaver in my neighborhood again. They were removed 20 years ago. One made his way back, and I'm thinking, but it's got to be kind of lonely. Guess what? We now officially have beavers, too. And if I'm not mistaken, I caught them doing some beaver stuff, some romantic beaver stuff. I don't know what it led to. Let's just say in my little pond, there was a dinner table set up, there was some romantic music playing. There was a couple candles lit in the pond. If I'm not mistaken, I heard Barry White singing in the background. Can't get enough of your love. So I'm suspecting that maybe some baby beavers are on the way. That's what Sissy says. Beaver babies. Yes. The male beaver was looking kind of smooth, like he had a plan. Willow's laughing. So it's not very, yes, it was very, very white. So something was up. I will be posting what I filmed. I need to be discreet. I don't want to be known as, just a yogi posting beaver sex videos from his local pond. Then it says, I love beavers, romantic beaver stuff. Not the beavers getting it's me. I'm officially jealous of a beaver. Well, to be fair, this was a pretty smooth beaver. I think even in my prime, I would not have been able to keep up with this beaver. Thank you, Lynn. And Lynn is here. Ling and Jing, do it yourself. Says like, shared, and done. I appreciate that, Lynn. Beaver army. What worries me though, I think my neighborhood might tolerate one beaver. They might, maybe tolerate two. They should tolerate all of them. The more beavers, the better. I don't know if they would support a family. I hope so. Cena says, thanks for the update, Yogi Eric. You know how much I love beavers. I do. And every time you post on a beaver video, it's always you're always enthusiastic on everything, but there's a little special enthusiasm to the beavers. I will keep you guys posted. Stay tuned for a video either tonight. I got a huge snapping turtle I caught swimming under a bridge. So I'm either going to post a beaver video or a turtle. Everyone is saying hi to Lynn. Let me bring up Lynn's channel. Of course, we are subscribed to Lynn. But Lynn is at 4.73K subscribers. That is well done, my friend. And baking cakes and furnitures. Descriptions. So if you're not subscribed to Lynn, if you like baking cakes, if you like furnitures, Lynn and Jing are the place to be. Do it yourself, guys. We're here to support you, my friend. If you ever, I can't drop links. I apologize. But if you ever want to drop your link, Lynn, let's make it easier for Lynn. If you would like to reach out to people. Well, it says, while trying to walk. Oh, let's see. I still can't believe she's walking a bit. She's still trying to walk to her food. Keeps falling down, but she's trying. Cindy says, I really do get excited about the beavers. Me too. I was so upset when they removed them 20 years ago. More than 20 years ago, probably 25 years now. And when this one made its way back, and I saw it about 2 years ago, I was so excited. Thank you, Sniper. And then they did work on a dock, and it chased the beaver away. I didn't see it again. And then a couple neighbors said, hey, guess what? Beaver's back. So I've been tracking it for over a year. And this is the third time, and this is the first time I've seen two of them there. They were having so much fun together. Sissy says, that's great news, Willa. Willa says, yes, so sorry. Drops the link for Lynn. Thank you for that. Both of you, much appreciated. Cena says, I connected with your Lynn. So, Selena, I had you up playing quite a bit last week. I hope you're seeing an increase in your watch hours. Will says, still doing this. She isn't giving up. Yeah. Yogi, my guinea pig won't give up. I was just going to say that. I won't give up, my friend, for you and Rusty. That is a lesson from your guinea pig. Think how much love Rusty has for you, that she is demonstrating that courage. Will says, yes, still stars. And read further up after Soul Stars. About not giving up. That's the last thing I see. And let's see. Cat's here. Oh, so we haven't been practicing yoga nidra for hours. I shouldn't even need to sleep tonight. Um, how do you feel? Who'd you pick to guide you through? It's man, everyone should practice yoga nidra. Why it isn't nationally mandated, I don't know. Let's see. Willow says, I'm just she was on the edge of well not making it. I remember. We were all there with you, Willow. It was definitely touch and go. But you pulled her through. Your love, your faith. You never ever gave up on her. And she didn't give up on you. Hey MK. MK says, say there, Yogi. Says hey to Selena. All right. Remind me to take my supplement in about 10 minutes. Willow says, I got distracted. It's 8 minutes past the time. I got distracted of her trying to walk. I'm going to give her her medicine. Clearly working. Yes, Yogi. Yes, indeed. I will be back. We'll be here. Sniper says Hong Kong Fooey was my mystic teacher. I remember Hong Kong Fooey. I have not heard that name in ages, though. MK says, how is Selena, the sexologist tonight? Selena, MK brought you up. When I mentioned the beaver love, MK was like, man, it's a shame that Selena isn't here. She would certainly have something to say. So, Kat, I got questions. Sorry, guys. Selena's laughing with Squirrel. MK says, hey, Sniper. Selena says, I certainly have a great deal about the beavers. They're truly beautiful animals. And they're quite industrious. They improve, this is what I try to get across to some of my neighbors. They improve the ecosystem. They're not causing damage. We're the ones that have caused quite a bit of damage, not the beavers. The beavers work with the environment to make it better, improving the ecosystem. Getting ready. Simp says getting ready for the boot fair. I've never heard of a boot fair before. What is that, Sniper? Phoenix says, evening, my friends. Peace and blessings, beautiful people. Peace and blessings to you, Dolly. How are you? How's your Sunday? MK says, yeah, Yogi wasn't just watching the beavers. He was actually watching and filming some real beaver on beaver action earlier. I was. It took me a bit to realize what they were doing. Having never witnessed beaver love before. Beaver's just doing beaver business, not trying to hurt anyone. Exactly. It says, hey, you and Chad. Hope you all well. Just cooking food. Be right back. It says, Squirrel Sniper. I wish I could go to that fair. I've never heard of a boot fair before. Cat says I fell asleep twice, stayed awake through it only once. 30-minute session, still sleepy. Doesn't matter though if you fall asleep. Just like meditation, what happens in Yoga Nidra is exactly what happens in Yoga Nidra. Exactly what needs to happen. The message, the relaxation sinks in. Did you enter your Sankalpa? Shirley. Hi, Shirley. I had to rewind to see if you answered Sniper. I studied I Ching about 44 years ago. Nice. Do you still practice? Do you still cast the stones? Sticks. Let's see. So it says, Skits, what's for breakfast? I was gonna ask that too. MK says I did a 12-minute yoga nidra session earlier. So who do you guys pick to guide you? It says Eric, it's an English tradition during the summer. Car or van of goods to sell at garage sale price. Okay, I got you. And 400 to 700 souls. Well, weather depending. One's man junk is the other man's treasure. This is true. Yeah, basically, we call them flea markets here. Goga, my friend. Get another powerful guest on. Michael says, hey, Yogi, sorry I've been absent today. That's okay, Michael. I had errands that needed to be done, and I got a premiere in a few minutes. You know the routine. Drop your link. How are you, Goga? MK says, right now, Skits, well, I would ask for what's for dinner. Yep. Goga says, blessings, Yogi family. Blessings to you, Goga. Sniper says, well, surely we have all been brought up together for a reason. That jigsaw pieces I mentioned. MK says, first one under 20 minutes I found. Yeah, I've practiced as little as 5 minutes. I actually led a breathwork yoga nidra here. It's a couple weeks ago. One of these days I'll finish my certification. It's just a matter of taking the exam, but I need to review the course again before I take the exam. Goga says, I am also my brother Eric. I'm happy to hear, Goga. Do you have any YouTube wisdom to drop on us, Goga? It says, hey to MK, Selena. Yeah, having chicken and more chicken with potatoes. Chicken and more chicken. Uh-oh. Cat says, Yogi, I have a confession. What is it, Cat? Shirley says, in my 20s, studied Buddhism, Hinduism, all the isms. Sufism? Did you settle on an ism? Or did you decide to skip all the isms and just be? Seppa says, I feel like a pirate reading that Goga. Hey, Tiffany. Tiffany says hi. It says, that's because you are a squirrel, brother. Cena says, Skits, yum. Winner, winner, double chicken dinner. It's a lot of chicken. MK said, where's MK? By the way, I just ordered those rock baits to make, oh, nice. To make a dead bait. Let me know how they work for you. Maybe even an artificial bait swim, and hopefully work like a live bait fish to not need live bait anymore. Good, says hi, Goga brother. Yeah, I'll be curious how that works. I wonder what Bob thinks of those. Good says, yes, Lena, chicken is my favorite. Cat says, the shirt you were wearing earlier matches Big Deborah's shirt. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Well, it's a good thing I changed it. Let me know when you make up your mind how you feel about it. If you liked it. If I can step outside of Big Deborah's shadow, I will. If the shirt's a no-go, I will never wear that shirt on camera again. Sniper says, surely my grandfather gave me the art of war at 8 years old and warned me of the isms. I'm not anti-ism. I studied Buddhism quite a bit as well. I have a fondness for Sufism. The thing is, when you put your belief in the isms more than the what precedes the ism. I love how Wayne Dyer said, don't be a Buddhist, be a Buddha. Don't be a Christian, be Christ-like. Again, it's when the ism becomes more important. Ism becomes more important than the Buddha. Durga says, before Philip's office is filled this week. Yeah, this is a big week, right? They're voting. Who do you think it's going to be, Goga? Oh, there it is. Goga says, the cat confess, I am the acting bishop. You can confess to Goga. Goga's got a heart of gold. MK says, I will. All videos you will find are sponsored. Oh, cool. So it'll probably be the first unbiased one to not only try them, but document how they do. That's pretty awesome. Sniper says, you are the isms. Yes. So don't change it for another ism. It says, is it me or ism you? Ism all of us. I would never ever accuse Selena of an ism. Selena the Celestial is a perfect name. It's good. Hi Phoenix. I hope you had a nice day, my friend. MK says his after with Selena. Go his Pope Eric. I gotta go. Was it WC Fields? I would never belong to. I would never want to belong to a club that would have me in. Ism silent, silent A. Giga says, I don't think I'd make it to any lives today because I baptized Nick today. Nick is pure love like Christ. I can see that. You ever consider that we get the people in our lives that we deserve? You know what sort of cemented that to me? Hanging out with you guys. A lot of times we might have someone like Nick in our lives and we wonder, did I ever do anything to deserve such a blessing? I can give you an honest answer to that. Yes, you did. I know a lot of people who review their lives and they think nothing I've done in my life has led me to this. That's when we have to stop thinking of time being linear. They came into your life so you could be that person you were supposed to be for them. Sometimes it has something to do with the past, at least seemingly so. But remember, past, future, all just conceptual appearances within the present moment. I absolutely know for certain that Shirley has Nick in her life for a reason, and I'm absolutely certain that Nick has Shirley as his mom for a reason. Without a shadow of a doubt. Gogaism. I would join that. I would be a Gogoist. Goga says X, that sounded like a cult. Next time someone says, so what's your religion? I'm gonna be like, I'm a go-goist. It says Selenaism. It doesn't sound bad. She says nope. MK says Schitism. Might be the only religion I seriously consider. I'd think about that. Yogiism. Nope. When you type it, the isms feel very wrong. Most of them do. Like I said, I have a great fondness for Buddhism and Sufism. I was raised Catholic. Largely left it behind. Kat and Jack and I share something in common. We share a lot of things in common, but both of us have a personal relationship with Jesus that is outside of the church. Well, it says back, she might be saying to wake up again, but she's still not take the medication easily. I'm glad you got it done though. Squirrelism. Now there's an ism I can get behind. Skid says MK. Skitsism is kind of my religion, but easier to explain my behaviorism. Blipperism. That has a nice ring to it too. Shirleyism. Nice. YouTubeism. Now we're getting somewhere. Jaceism. Materialism. Frillism. All right. I've settled it. I am now a frilliest. Just because I like saying it. Frilliest. And hey, sit down at the kitchen table with Maddie, and you'll get some serious philosophy talk. Have you guys ever wondered, and I'm sure you have you ever wondered what Maddie thinks of his views on seagulls? Only one way to find out. You got to sit down at the kitchen table with him. Phoenix says, Stream Girl is a friend. Hey, there she is. Hey, Hamlada, how are you? It's pretty early in the morning for you, Hamlada, isn't it? Maddieism. There you go. You see, some isms work. Maddie says, won't say the first name. Gotcha. Well, it says, can we do breath work with live? Yes, we can. Maddieism does sound good. Cat says, nice thumbnail. Which one did I use? One of my favorites. I don't remember which one I used, Cat. Now I got to bring it up because I'm curious. So is my cat. Give me. Oh, okay. That was the kettlebell lifting. That's called a bottoms up press, by the way, in case anyone was wondering. Thank you, Kat. Well, it says, Phoenix, I got big news. Did I miss Phoenix? There she is. Hey, Dolly. Cypher says, I need Seagull with him. Yodaism. This is true. Hey, Adam. Adam, how are you? Everyone's saying hi. Catism. Cat might say Jackism. You can learn a whole lot from a dog, that's for sure. I think if you're going to have an ism, it should be a cat or a dog, or maybe a beaver. Skid says, Goga, I was going to say that. Maddie says seagulls are like owls, Mr. Yogi. You either love them or you hate them. I can see that. It was another enjoyable conversation with you, Maddie, with you and Chloe. You guys seriously are like family, and it's like I'm going over on a Saturday evening, hanging out with family friends. Miracleism. I like that one. In the end, even A Course of Miracles says at a certain point, put the book away, just forgive and be kind. Goga says Cat and Jack is still waiting for a confession slot, Eric. We were attending on hearing. She confessed. She confessed she was unsure about the shirt that I was wearing. Cena says, I agree. Yogi Eric has been making some fire thumbnails lately. Yeah, giving people a full spectrum view of all the versions of me, and yet the essentialism always the same. So Goga, what's the next big thing that's going to happen on YouTube? Or do you want to make us wait? I need to add, by the way, guinea pigism. Nice skits. That and dogism. I love how you break your week up. Absolutely love the technical lessons on Wednesdays. I've mentioned this before on your live streams. I have never sat, even for 10 minutes, 15 minutes. I've never sat in one of your live streams on a Wednesday and not learned something valuable for my channel that I could implement almost instantly. And on Sundays, I've never sat, even for a brief amount of time, without coming away inspired. For me, you are the optimum of professionalism and the best of what YouTube is. I don't, I can't say that I aspire to, sorry, going to say hi to my cat, that I aspire to be like anyone, but there is like certain essence that I aspire to have that calm professionalism and to bring such a loving and lovely quality to my channel. That's what I take away. I look at Goga as the ideal. How you doing, Adam? Hey, doggy. Doggy says, Yogi, hi. Nice to see you. Doggism says hi. Cat says, spoiler alert, Big Al went to bike store today to get a basket with flowers for his bike. His mom and I suggested it. Nice. I hope he does a video. I'm all about baskets with flowers. Maddie says, Mr. Yogi, much appreciated. You're welcome, Maddie. Call it like I see it. Honestly. And I really hope you know how much I enjoy you and Chloe. Maddie said, or I'm sorry, MK says, I could do Lilaism. Not sure if I should pray to my cat. I already do everything else for her. Cats fully expect us to worship them. Goga says, I thought Jace is the one who sent you that shirt, Eric. It's so demure. I've had that forever. I don't know where I got it. Probably someone gave it to me for Christmas. It used to be my brunch shirt. I'd wear it every Sunday for brunch. And my dress shorts. Yes, I have dress shorts. Phoenix says Willow, I don't bully. I'll wait then. So wait, Willie. Goga says YouTube is changing a lot. Do you have that feature for turning off the camera? I don't. While you're alive. At least I don't think I do. Why would I turn off the camera while I'm live? Oh, I guess I could still talk without me being on, right? Is that in case I need to scratch somewhere? Well, it says, Phoenix, are you sure? I think you should watch that one live stream. So it says, Yogi Eric, your shirt makes your beautiful blue eyes twinkle, friend. Have a lovely day, everyone, and blessings to all. Beaver Magic waiting for updates. All right, I'll do a video tonight. Well, I have a video done. I'll post it. And thank you for that compliment. I don't know if anyone ever said that my eyes twinkled before. They might have said like it was a nervous tick or something, but I don't think they ever used the word twinkle. All right. Doggy says, have you heard from? I have heard from Toy Pups. Her live had froze, and she hasn't gone live ever since. She popped in the live stream, my live stream this afternoon, chatted for a bit. She's taking a much needed rest and relax day, take care of herself day. Willa says, Yogi, can you tell Phoenix the big news about Rusty? She can't be bothered to spell it wrong. Just can't be to spell it wrong. So it's easier. Yes. Rusty has taken 2 steps. Back legs are working better, and she's making the effort. Still trying, which is huge. From not being able to use them, from being so close to feeling like it was the end, to now having the back legs work even a little bit is huge. Maddie says, Miss Yogi, this is the best YouTube channel I have the pleasure of being. Welcome to. You're an inspiration to all, well respected. Thank you so much, Maddie. Not to sound a word Kat and I like to use, or a term. Self-deprecating. I have little to do with this channel. Honestly. It's you guys. You're the content. And it's all about content. And I mean that in 2 ways. I mean that in the technical YouTube is all about content, right? You guys are the content. I also mean it in terms used by a great teacher of Course in Miracles, Kenneth Wapnick, form versus content. We spend our life dealing with form, but form's temporary. Content is forever. We think of ourselves as form, solid body, at least for a time, but who we are is actual content. Essence, we could say soul, spirit. I like the Buddhist term, and the term they use in A Course in Miracles, mind. We're not a body, that's just form. We are the content, which is mind. The mind projects the body into existence. Anyway, it's a long-winded explanation that you are the guys that make the channel. Thank you. Yoga says, oh, thanks, Eric. You're the most kind. Karma Yoga. Hey, funny you mentioned that. I have a book pertaining to what I'm going to use for my YouTube channel. Karmic marketing. You guys want to know the principles of karmic marketing? I've been implementing this from day one, much to the criticism of some people who have told me to do otherwise. Thank you so much, Maddie. Oops. Let me get down. Oh, Mr. Yogi. Thank you. Here's my plan. Lifted straight from this book, but it was lifted straight from this book before I even got this book. I just used different words for it. Karmic marketing is giving now, knowing that in some way, shape, or form, you will be getting later. The hole you give through is the same hole through which you will receive. Karmic marketing rewards you instantly through the good feeling you get. Karmic marketing gives freely from the heart, wanting to share and help, and not expecting anything in return from those you are giving to. Karmic marketing is built on a foundation of trust, giving, and being detached from outcome. That's straight from the back of the Gita. Karmic marketing operates on two levels, the seen and the unseen. That's basically trusting the universe to do its part. It's said in The Alchemist that the universe is conspiring to come to your aid. Lastly, karmic marketing is most effective when it is infused with what the practitioner loves and is passionate about. So Adam says he's great, happy, and peaceful. I'm glad to hear that. I will catch up with you guys. Phoenix says, Willow, love you. Maybe I'm a brat. You're never a brat, and I didn't realize. Thank you, Sweets, for telling me. Willow says, laughing, Phoenix, you're the nicest person ever. I hope you know that. I hope you know that too, Dolly. Are there dress sandals? There are not dress sandals. I do own a pair of sandals. They're running sandals. Huaraches, made by the Rameries. Don't wear them often. I generally like to wear my Vibram Five Fingers. I'm one of those weird guys with the toe shoes. Shouldn't surprise you guys. Because if you wore, dress sandals, you'd have to wear dress socks, and that would be absolutely ridiculous. I do not wear sandals and socks. Ever. Ever. Let me stress that again. Ever. Hey, Chris, how are you? Chris says you can cover the camera with back tape. That's one way to do it, right? So, Chris, you had your rest up weekend. You feeling recharged and ready to dive back in on Monday? I should mention once more. Never. I will never wear socks and sandals. Even deadheads have their limits. At least this one does. Runner Boy just posted my video for today. You want to drop a link, Runner Boy? Man, I was about to brag that I was caught up, but I'm not. Thank you again, Maddie. Thank you so much. If I missed some comments, I apologize. Doggy says, I'm glad for Toy Pups. She's gone so far on YouTube, hit 50K subscribers. I'm really happy for her. If you don't see me here much, I go to school. Understood. Appreciate it. I appreciate it when you do come by, Doggy. It says, you okay, RB brother? Hey, that's smart thinking, Willow. Having a attempt to walk a little bit to get to the food. Runner Boy is coming for skits. Hey, Debs. Runner Boy says, I agree. I made Yogi's channel. It's basically mine. Oh, yeah. Originally, most people don't know this. It used to be just a Runner Boy. doing burpees in his basement. Runaway very kindly let me put my name here instead. It's good says, no, wait, Runaway, I just started a whole religion. Your very own. Hey, Jamie. Jamie, I heard I was gifted a membership. Awesome. Whoever it was who did the gifting, big thank you. Adam says it's the space within the pot which makes the pot useful. Absolutely. It's the space between the notes that makes the song. Zen gets a little more conish. It's the space between the bars that keeps the tiger in. That never made much sense to me. You got to ponder that. Let's see. Everyone is saying hi. Oops. Gotta take myself a minute, guys. Phoenix says, sending love and prayers for your pup, Runner Boy. Runner Boy says, Yoda, my older dog, back legs have been going this week. Bad, but she seems all right now. Dolly recommended fish oil. Nice. And sending prayers. Oh, Runner Boy says I gave him fish oil. Betty says, off to bed, Miss Yogi. Good night. Later all in chat. Take care. Much love from Scotland. Much love from the United States. Maddie, thank you so much. Thank you for the whole weekend. From the fishing to yesterday's live stream to you coming in and hanging out with us tonight. I am way behind in the chat. I apologize. Dolly says, peace and love and happiness. Good health to everyone. Have a great evening. You too, my friend. Doggy says, leaving for today. Have a blessed day to Willow, Running Boy, Skits, Phoenix, Adam, Jamie Brown, and last but not least, well, thank you, Yogi. Skits says, I'm so annoyed. I can't. What did I miss here? Hey, Susanna. Susanna drops a link. I was right in the midst of reading Skits' comment and everything shifted. MK says, my mom hates, your mom and I are on the same page. Socks and sandals, I don't mind. Chris is laughing with Runner Boy. Sunday says Monday, or Chris is saying Monday night, going live. Hope you're good. I am, Chris. Runner Boy says, I wear socks with sandals. That doesn't surprise me. He says, Yogi, I think you should time Runner Boy out so he can think about his behavior. The socks and sandals. I could, you know what? I could time Runner Boy out for a month and he would never think about his behavior. He would think about ways of continuing his behavior. He would use that month wisely and he would come back all the more Runner Boy-ish than ever before. Thanks for dropping the link, Susanna. I will definitely check it out. As a matter of fact, let me bring it up now so it will be there when I go to bed, before I go to bed. Deb says, Yoda, I'm anxious and not good day either. I'm sorry, Debs. Jamie says hi to everyone. You guys want to do some breath work? Willow says, can we do breath work soon? Yes, we will do it. Adam says, some days she walks well, others not so well. I have to stop myself from helping her. Sorry, I missed the comment up above, Adam. Runner Boy, I have a 15-year-old blind dog with arthritis. spoil her, she's happy. My dog was 15. She was blind. He was blind. Sorry. I wrote a little something about him when he was blind. What I loved about my boy Toby was he absolutely trusts me. Paraphrasing, I don't remember my exact words. He absolutely trusts me to make sure that every single door is open so that he won't walk into it. And he instantly forgives me when I forget. That's the love of a dog. That's the faith and the absolute love and trust of a dog. All right, we're going to do some breath work. It's been a while since we've done 478. Hey, Jacob. Jacob is here. Much appreciated. Deb says, another death yogi, cancer in her 50s, my dear friend's girlfriend. Where's Deb's? That is hard. So, guys, we're going to get ready to do some breath work. Deb's, if you'd like to join, maybe feel a little bit better. MK says, sorry, Debs. Adam says, awesome blind dog story. Dogs expect the best of us. Isn't that so awesome? My cats expect to be fed. They expect me to pick up their poop, and they expect me to give attention to them whenever they want it. And then aside from that, they don't care what I do. Dogs expect me to be the best version that I could possibly be. They don't just expect it, they know it. They have no doubt that I am, you are, everything, every good thing you've ever wanted about yourself. Phyllis says, all right, back, got a call from the vets. All right, so we're going to do the breath work now. Let me know anyone who is participating. For those who are not participating, keep talking. I probably won't be able to catch up with the chat. I'll be honest with you. But I'll be out of the conversation for about 3 minutes or so. We're going to do 6, maybe 8 rounds of 4, 7, 8. We're going to breathe in through the nose for a count of 4. Hold for a count of 7. We're going to exhale through the mouth, pursed lips, for a count of 8. Making that whoosh, very gentle. You're not forcing your air out. It's not. It was Cat. He said it's not like you're blowing out a birthday candle. It's like you're releasing air from a balloon. So you breathe in through the nose for 4. You can use the Ujjayi breath if you want. That helps you extend the breath. So we're breathing in for 4. Let's just say I hold it for 7. And then I gently, pursed lips. It's like you're singing with the breath. So you're extending that note. So for those who are participating, if you can close your eyes. And we are going to put a gentle focus on that point between the eyebrows. Not concentrating, it's a gentle focus. And here we're just going to sit. And we're going to notice the breath. and how the breath arrives without any effort on our part, and it's released, relaxed, without any effort on our part. Now, for just an instant, put your attention, your awareness on your thoughts. And notice that your thoughts come completely on their own, and they go completely on their own. There's no need for you to be in control. The breath passes through us, thoughts pass through us. And yet, we can, at the same time, choose to breathe. We can choose what to think. But in the meantime, we are that space, the capacity for the breath to be and for the thoughts to occur. And with that, we're going to bring our attention to the nose, feeling the breath come in, feeling the breath go, breathing in, breathing out. Take one conscious breath in, nice and deep through the nose, and let it out with a sigh. And on the in breath, we're going to breathe for 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to hold for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale with that whoosh for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale, whoosh for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale through the mouth for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Last breath for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale with that whoosh for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let the breath go. Completely surrendered. And now allow the next breath to come completely on its own. Relaxed, at ease, restful. And when you're ready, only when you're ready, open your eyes, and I will see you in the live stream. Namaste. Hello, Cody. Michael says he's going to have a random live in the morning, Yogi. What time? Well, it's going to be random. You don't know what time. Trying to get ready for the big interview on Friday evening at 4 p.m. time, which would be 5 p.m. My time. Gotcha. William says, Yogi, hey, William. Boy says, we need to neutralize skits, in my humble opinion. Neutralize skits. How would we go about doing that, Boy? Boy says, so I was looking at a dog daycare job today. Seems interesting. That would be kind of fun. Man, who wouldn't want to hang out all day with dogs? Who says, congratulations on the interview, Michael? Cheyenne Singh says, hey, Cheyenne, how are you? Skit says, thank you, Eric. I like the timing on that breath. Namaste, everyone. So this is actually an ancient yogic breath by Dr. Andrew Weil. Reintroduced it, popularized it. He claims. I like Andrew Weil. I had some issues with him in the past. But he claims, and I see no reason to doubt him, if everyone practices breath minimum twice a day, we could completely do away with anti-anxiety medication. I'm doing good, Cheyenne. I'm glad that you're doing good. I'm bringing your channel up real quick because it's been a little bit since we checked in. Nice job. 1K. 1.15K. I forget where you were last time, but I don't think you were at 1K yet, were you? Willa says, thanks, Yogi. Thanks a lot. You're welcome, Willa. Grove says, hey, Skits, how you doing? Uncle says, hey, Skits, buddy, hope you're well. Cheyenne says, Yoda, take me to your leader. Dip says, Michael, if you get it, tell them you have a dog biscuit bakery you know of. And that's Debs, by the way. Boy says, Yogi, I'm at 3.5K hours now. Nice. I wonder how Eric Lapointe did. He was only, I believe it was 55 away from 4K. He did a big live stream today. He had a live stream yesterday, so he's got to be there. Eric gets some pretty big views. Eric knows how to do YouTube. Will says, oh my God, it just looks over at my pigs. What's he's doing? She's sleeping, but of course she has less movement in her legs. So she's just one of her legs are dangling off the bed. I don't think she notices. Probably not. Anti-anxiety, man, if only we invested in continue on as much as suppressing. That's true, William. Chance says, I just got 1,155. Awesome. Well done, Cheyenne. Skid says, I'm good, William. I have a abscess, so a lot of pain, but can take it, so I'm okay. How are you? Cheyenne and Michael? Cheyenne says she's okay. William says, I have 0 hours watch time. Well, that will change. You are 14 away from where we need you to be. Is anyone here not subscribed to William Hart? William mentioned the other day he'd like to get to 50 subs so he could do some live streaming. He's only 14 away. So if anyone who's not subscribed, if you can help him out. Hey, Jason. Jason says, I'm heading home, my buddy. Eric and friends driving me right now. Nice. So what's the deal, Jason? William says, I finally got a moment to sit down. I will finally be able to use my laptop to give some people some watch hours. Uncle says, laughing, I will do Debs, but it's not a job interview. I'm just interviewing a paranormal investigator. So our friend Jason was in the hospital. Jason says, good to see everyone. He was in our thoughts and prayers. Speaking of which, hey, Willow, if you could let me know if you can turn the volume down or off for just a moment. When you let me know, I'm going to ring the bell. Our friend Bumblebee T asked me if I could ring the bell for prayers for her health right now. You're welcome, Jason. Hey, Robbie. Robbie says, stepping through to say, I've been busy. Hi, I've been busy, so real busy with this work. Well, thanks for stopping in, Robbie. Much appreciated. MK says, hi to Robbie. Dip says, well, I'm okay, but another death has me sad. But thank you for asking. So we're going to do 2 bell rings. One for T, one for Debs and her friend. Hey, Corner. Corner Clubhouse gives us a wave. Willow says, yes, done. Here we go. This is for Bumblebee T. Prayers for her carried out on the vibrations. One more, 3. We're going to do 2 more. This one is for Debs and her friend. One more. This is for Jason coming home from the hospital. Prayers to you, my friend Jason. Love to you all. Shan says, it's up to you, Drag Shorts. Hey, Cheyenne, are you subscribed to William by any chance? Her name was Valerie. Prayers to Valerie. Thank you, Debs. Jason says, thank you for prayers, Eric, and everyone, friends. Absolutely. Jason says, drive and talk later. Gotcha. Yep. Hey, locked up in drag shorts is MK Fishing. Adam says, I don't know how to subscribe to William Hart's channel. So you're a moderator. If you click on William's name, you'll see options. It'll say channel activity, go to channel, pin message, go to channel, go to channel. Click on that. His channel will pop up. Or if someone would like to drop a link for William, I can't because I'm on my desktop. It just brings you back to me. Jan says, yes, I did already. Thank you, Shan. Much appreciated. Deb says, I subbed to William. Shan already is. That means, let me take a quick look. 10 more to go. Thanks, guys. That was 4 subs. 4 more to go. Thank you, Shirley. Shirley drops a link for William. Shan says, oh, I didn't know he was the same person. Dia says, much love, Yogi. Thank you for supporting my grind today. Absolutely. Absolutely. Full support for you, Leo, and everything that you do. Give me 1 second. MK says, William Hart, here's my long form channel. Locked Up Drag Fishing is where I post. MK is my private account. Ken says, Mysteries Untold, I love your content. I just subbed. Michael's got an awesome channel. He's one of the most professional people on YouTube. Adam says, took a minute, but subscribe. Nice. Thank you, Adam. Much appreciate you guys. Always step out to help one of us. 9 more to go for William. It's good. I'm glad you reached out for help. Willa has a question. What's the question, Willa? Let's see. Jacob gives us some more Jacob love. Thank you, Jacob. William says, thank you, Adam. Thank you, Colby. So we're going to wrap things up in just a minute or two. I think tonight's definitely going to be an early night. Adam says, you're welcome. Looking forward to content. MK says, you mean the name, William, or the channel I use? William says, which would you prefer to be called by? We got some more Jacob love. Willa says, Smar, do you like me being able to, having second thought, of course, I'm going to go. Just I need to stop thinking about it, to be honestly. Try to keep distracted with Rusty. But do you think it will help, Yogi? I do. But like everything, you need to let it work for you. It means you need to set aside how you would like it to go and allow them to work for you. There's a saying in AA, Alcoholics Anonymous. The program works when you work it. There's a saying in the Course in Miracles groups that Course in Miracles works when you do the workbook. Same with everything else. Hey, Joshua, thank you so much, my friend. Let's see. Joshua says, sorry, I'm not here today, but here's a parting gift because I was busy. Thank you so much, my friend. And you know what, Joshua, I always understand. Between your own channel, your jobs, I'm always amazed when you do get the time to stop by and hang out even for a little bit. And I'm always thankful that you do. You there?
Good evening.
Evening. You just made it in time. We were getting ready to call it a night. I thought maybe you were.
I have been in pain.
Oh, I'm sorry. What's going on?
My gallbladder's acting up a little bit, so.
Oh, hey. You have your phone call Tuesday?
Yeah, I did.
We're
Yeah.
supposed to hear from you. Well, I know you have. You're gonna hopefully talk to about rugby, but don't you have with your doctor?
Yeah, I had that appointment. They've decided that I do need the surgery. I've got to wait for a letter now to for the obviously when the appointment is.
So that's good news for you because you wanted it.
Yeah. I just it's a waiting game now, really. No, I've the pain's gone now, but I took painkillers quite a while ago, and it's just now like gone off.
Right.
I did come in and leave a live
sorry
when you first went live, but I was in so much pain I couldn't concentrate. I didn't want to, I weren't going to chat because I just couldn't pay attention. I would have felt like I was ignoring people. So I decided to go away, and then obviously I've come back now just quickly.
Right. Much appreciated. Hey, Deb says gallbladder issues take Tudca, Tudca. I haven't heard of that. Helps thin bile and dissolve stones.
I will have to have a look tomorrow to see where. Oh no, it's no, I should be able to have a look tomorrow and see where near me sells that kind of stuff, or if I can get it prescribed. I mean, I won't be able to go to the doctors tomorrow because it's bank holiday.
Right.
But
Have
I
you
can
heard of that
definitely have
before?
a look. And no, I haven't. No, I've never heard of it, but I will. Yeah, we'll have a look tomorrow.
Let me know what you think. So
Yeah, I definitely will do.
I'm glad you got that news. It was the news that you wanted. Sorry that you're in pain.
No, I'm grateful as well that they've. It was a really weird phone call actually. I won't bore you too much with it, but it was they phoned me and said, whereabouts do you get the pain? What kind of pain is it? And stuff like that. And then they ask you, I don't know if they do it in America as well, but over here they always seem to ask, how do you know that you've got this problem? And it's like, well, because I went to the doctors and I've been to the hospital and you diagnosed me with having gallstones and I saw them on the
Right.
x-ray. So, I'm not just going to sit here and say, oh, this is what's wrong with me. I'm not a doctor, so I don't know. It's just, I always find it funny when they ask, how do you know that's the problem? Well, because you diagnosed me. Not them personally, obviously, but the hospital and the doctors diagnosed me. So I know that that's the problem because you told me.
Yeah, I actually haven't had that happen. Deb says Dr. Bergs sells it. What else does he sell? I've heard of him selling something and ships it worldwide.
It's
Deb's lost her gallbladder at 29.
Yeah, I was about to say that. I just saw the message that you were reading about Dr. Berg, and Deb's lost her gallbladder at 29, and I'm now 29, so that's quite a coincidence.
Right. Let's see. I'm just making sure I haven't missed anything. So yeah, you basically just caught us in time. I was going to wrap things up. I was told that you have a very, very lovely basket for your bike filled with flowers.
Oh dear, is that what Kat told you? Right.
I'm not mentioning any names. I'm just saying I heard it through the YouTube
You don't have to
grapevine.
mention any names. She's the only person that's mentioned a basket and stuff, a basket for flowers and things. So I know exactly who said that.
She said it's I've heard. I don't want to say she said. It's like it's all over the internet.
Right.
Uh,
Okay.
what I saw was I originally saw it said British lad buys lovely basket for his flowers, which I thought was a really nice story because you hear so much. You follow international news and you hear all the bad stuff that happens. But here's a nice story of a boy and his flowers. It was touching. I appreciated it.
That's actually that's put a genuine smile on my face. That's quite funny that you've been told. That's I don't know
News
what to
gets
say, but
around.
it's quite funny that it
News
does
gets around,
indeed.
Big Al.
Yeah.
Especially care about. You know, uh, when you have people who like to share that kind of stuff, uh, in the hopes that it would put that genuine smile on your face, you know that you're loved, Big Al.
Yeah, indeed. No, it is quite funny. I didn't expect you to mention that tonight. That was not on my top 10 things that Yogi will say.
How could I not mention Big Al and the flower basket? That's huge news for my channel. I can't wait until I get the photo so I can have it as a thumbnail.
No, that's oh, by the yeah, if you were just about to close the stream, you could have you know, not allowed me to come up here and just, said, and I would have understood. That would have been absolutely fine, Yogi. I get it,
That would
but I
um
appreciate you allowing me up.
that would have been an impossibility. Couldn't do it. If I have an opportunity to have even for just a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year's and a good night, I'll take it every time.
Well, that's brilliant. But like I say, if there is ever any time that you are genuinely just about to close the stream and obviously don't want a visitor, then that's absolutely fine. I won't take offense to it. I won't be insulted. I get it. I would have done the same really if I was about to close and someone come up and I was, very tired or whatever. I would have, just politely said, not tonight. But I really do appreciate you having me up here. That's brilliant. And Merry Christmas.
As bad for me, I take when someone hits that go live button, it's a gift, and I don't take those gifts lightly. If someone is willing to show me that type of let me just call it the way I feel it. If someone's willing to show me that kind of love that they want to come up and just spend some time, it's not even a possibility that I would say no. Before I do close down, I'm a little scared because Squirrel Sniper dropped the link. Big Al riding home.
I know, I can't, for some reason, my phone doesn't allow me to open the links, so it's a bit unfair, really. I won't be able to see what it is.
Well, Sniper has Rick rolled me quite a few times. I suspect
Right.
what it's going to be. I have the sound off.
Right, okay.
Can you see?
I can see, yep.
All right. I'll be honest with you. I thought it was going to be Pee Wee Herman and his bike. If you remember Pee Wee.
Sorry, repeat what you said. Sorry, Yogi.
I thought it was going to be Pee Wee Herman and his bike. Do you remember Pee Wee's Big Adventure?
Oh, I do. Yep.
And his beloved bike was stolen, and the whole thing was trying to get his bike back. I really thought it was going to be clicking on that and seeing Pee Wee and his bike. Let's see.
Makes sense.
Some people. Someone is leaving some messages.
It was quite ironic, Yogi, that I was reading Squirrel's comment while you were talking, and his comment is attention is the highest form of currency. And because I was reading the comment, I didn't listen to what you said, so my attention wasn't on you.
That is ironic. However, I agree with Sniper. Him and I've talked about this before. It really is that when even people who don't come up, I appreciate everyone just being here in the live stream. There's literally thousands of things that you guys could be doing. And the fact that you spend even a minute here with me is just amazing.
I love every minute that I spend on your stream, Yogi. It's truly amazing. I may not take everything in. There's certain things, obviously, no offense to anyone, but I don't follow religion. so much or anything. So please don't take any insult to that. So that's the kind of stuff I don't really pay attention to. But I'm always here listening to everything you have to say and just enjoying every moment that I'm here, because it's every moment I'm here means I'm not worrying about something or overthinking anything, and I'm not having a negative outcome on myself or life in that moment, because I'm here enjoying whatever it is you're talking about at the time.
Well, I appreciate hearing that. Because that really is what I hope for with my channel. Hey, have you ever heard of cognitive shuffling?
No, I haven't.
It is. I talked about it the other night. I don't know if you were here or not. It's a way of helping you fall asleep, or bypassing anxiety, or when you're laying in bed hoping to sleep and you're suffering anxiety. Um, where you pick it mimics the brain's natural uh, shuffling method, shuffling means of going to sleep. How it leading you into that initial light sleep, and then into dream sleep, and then into deep sleep. And you pick a random word, completely random. No concentration, don't search for it, just let a word come to you. And then, first letter. And for about 10 seconds, whatever word that begins with that letter comes to mind. So let's say random word, Floyd. And for about 10 seconds, I just start naming words that begin with an F. Fish, fat, figs, fudge. Why am I going all with food? I don't know. It doesn't matter. Don't search for words, allow them to come. And then I go to L, and I do the same thing. I take L and Larry, luscious, Lucy, leaves. And then I go to the next letter and the next and the next, and I do the same thing. Then you can pick another and keep going through. Studies have shown a lot of doesn't work for everyone, but it works for an amazingly large amount of people, and people will fall asleep within 15 minutes of trying it. But it will also help you take your thoughts away from anxiety. We're always thinking anxiety is always based on what's going to happen, what's going to happen, what's going to happen. And when you are doing that cognitive shuffling, you're got that light focus on that little mental game, gives you a little bit of a break.
Yep. No, yeah, I do I overthink a lot. And I worry about things I don't need to worry about sort of right now. I can't remember what it's called, like hypothetical worry and actual worry. And I seem to just worry about everything all at once.
Right. I've had times like that for sure. Let's see. Skit says, "You are your own religion, bro." Big Al. Big Alism. The Church of Big
I'll take that.
Al.
I'll take that.
I would have answered. Joshua says, "Why is he?" He had asked, "Why is he so immature?" Or I just cannot hold a straight face when I'm reading inappropriate, immature comments, no matter how offensive they may be, even to me. And I don't think it's immature. And as you said, you don't find them offensive. Hold things lightly in your heart. You have no hatred for anyone, Joshua, which means that you know uh, you hold these things really lightly and easily. You don't, even if they offend you, you don't take them personally. That helps you. It's a coping. It allows My thoughts, at least. So let's see. Hey, so I got one more question, and then I'm going to go to bed.
Yep.
Okay. Did you really get a basket?
No, I didn't.
Possibility. So I have two questions. Is there a possibility that you might get a basket? Because man, I would love to see your bike with a basket.
No, for me, I apologize, Yogi. No, it's not a possibility for me.
Not a
I would
possibility.
never put a basket on my bike.
So okay, I got one more question. Then how are you going to hold your flowers?
Well, it does have it came with a mount on already for what are they called? Like saddlebags. So my flowers can be held on there.
Okay, as long as we have a plan for the flowers, I'm cool. Interest right there. I just I got this image of you. Sniper says in his teeth like a real like a real man. I can see that. It was for your safety. I didn't want you to be so distracted trying to ride your bike, holding your flowers, that you might wreck your new bike. So now that I'm relieved.
Well, I think that's partly my fault. I think I gave her a little bit of a false sense of hope because when she asked me earlier if I had a basket for flowers, I said no, and I can't remember I don't want to quote her word for word because I can't remember what she said. But she said something about would you think about it, and I said maybe just for you, meaning her. So I
Right.
think I gave her a little bit of a false sense of hope by accident. I didn't mean to do that. I thought she knew I was joking. So I'd like to apologize, if that's partly my fault. But no, I don't think I ever would get a basket. I don't think a mountain bike would look great with a basket on the front.
I don't know. First, at least seeds were planted. We'll see what comes from this. I haven't.
Absolutely.
Yet. Hey, are you William Hart by any chance?
Yes. Yep.
He's not.
It's
all right.
it's NY Debs that I need to subscribe to. I'm not subscribed to her.
Wonderful soul. Been a good friend. Probably over a year now. What's up? Or I'm sorry, Big Al. I was reading Joshua's comment.
No, that's fine. Thank you for having me. Merry Christmas. I appreciate it.
Happy New Year, and I appreciate it. So I'm just gonna say goodnight to everyone while you're up here, and hit the good night button. Hope we get a chance to hang out tomorrow. Hey, enjoy your holiday tomorrow.
Thank you. No, I'll try and come in a bit earlier tomorrow, Yogi. I do apologize for that. Like I say, I just didn't want to come in and sort of say hi to everyone and then ignore everyone and stuff like that while I was trying to sort of alleviate the pain.
It's never an issue. Come up when the time works for you, whenever that is. Again, even if it's just to come up and say Merry Christmas, you know that it's appreciated.
Yeah, thank you, Yogi. And as always, appreciate having me up here. Thank you. Good night, everyone.
You're welcome. Good night, guys. I'm saying good night too. I will see everyone tomorrow if you're around and you want to hang out some more. Let's keep each other in our prayers. Our friend Bumblebee T, our friend Debs, our friend Willow, and Jason. And you know what? All of you guys, just because. Deb says much love to all. Much love to you, Debs. Much love to all of you guys. Take care.